if you look, you can kind of see my 6 there.
Elizabeth Gentili pays her elderly mother's bills.
I wrote a $200 check to EMT to pay a bill.
Her daughter mailed the check here at this blue box in the Tower Grove neighborhood.
I noticed it wasn't cashed.
1 month later,
it was cashed for $7,135 at a U.S. bank without the correct information on it.
Gentili is not alone. The I-Team reported in April that mail carriers are getting robbed for their arrow keys at record rates. They're the master keys that open multiple blue boxes. Thieves often sell the checks they find on the dark web.
Thieves are getting sneaky in how they steal the mail as well.
The postal inspector has known about the arrow key problem for at least 2 years. We asked what's being done about it. The spokesman for the St. Louis region wouldn't go on camera, saying they didn't want to compromise current preventative and investigative efforts.
Just take out the blue boxes.
She also wants to know how her check got cashed.
How does somebody without a driver's license walk into a bank and withdraw $7,000 from somebody else's account?
U.S. Bank wanted to know more about Gentili's check, but hasn't responded to our request for comment.
If a bank is aware that this is going on, wouldn't your employees be double checking?
Other banks, like First National Bank of Waterloo, are stepping up their security. How much is mail theft and check washing affecting your industry?
It's definitely been on the increase in the last few years.
The I-Team asked Jenny Lanzafame to look at Gentili's check. What do you think of this check?
I would say suspicious just from looking at it, from mainly that background ink that you see.
Would you be shocked if I told you this was cashed for over $7,000?
I wouldn't be shocked, but I would be shocked.
Lanzafame is beefing up training for tellers on how to spot checks that have been washed.
So they washed the whole thing except her signature and then wrote over it, which you can...
Yeah, you can tell.
She says the public isn't totally powerless.
The best thing you can do is honestly look at your account, look at your activity, not just look at your balance. One of the first calls you make is to us when you see there's a problem.
Gentili only uses blue boxes to mail cards without checks because she didn't get her money back for 3 months. She borrowed from friends and family just to stay afloat.
How long are we going to allow this to happen to people? I mean, potentially $7,000. I could have lost a lot more.
Mail theft is a federal crime, but postal inspectors aren't able to keep up. Gentili says no one from the postal inspector's office contacted her about her case, even though she reported it to St. Louis police. For more tips on how to protect yourself and your checks from mail theft, go to KSTK.com.